Welcome back. We're at King Estate Winery at the finish of the Co-Motion Classic Tandem race. I'm here with Henry Abel and Amy Mitchell. So Henry, I'm gonna use your words against you. What I heard about tandem riding is that wherever your relationship is going, the tandem will just get it there more quickly. Is that true?
Definitely. So I think that if your partner, whether it's a friend or a significant other, could even be a parent-child team, if their relationship is headed in a good direction with good teamwork and good communication, then the tandem has a tendency to sort of, be that much more fun. If you have trouble with communication or trouble with teamwork, the tandem kind of brings that out because it's very much a two-person sport, tandem racing, so for sure.
Mm-hmm. And so speaking of racing specifically, you guys just finished the event. How'd it go?
It was hard, but very fun. So tandem racing, we do a little bit of single bike racing, but the tandem racing is by far our favorite. Seems to be a little more social since it's all couples and all tandem. It seems to be a lot more camaraderie during the race. What do you think?
Yes, definitely.
So why would someone take up tandem racing? What's the point?
Well, for us, I was new to cycling and not nearly as fit or fast as Henry, and it enabled us to ride together. It enabled me to enjoy racing rather than just getting immediately spit out the back. We were competitive as a tandem racing team, and I found that I really enjoyed that.
So it's kind of a nice equalizer. So where if you have a fast person and a person who might not quite be as fast, if you combine your skills, sometimes I think actually we are faster together on the tandem than either one of us is individually. So we tend to be able to mix it up at the tandem race, but even racing on my own on a single bike, I'm not nearly, we make a better team than we do individuals, and that's what kind of makes it fun.
It's much more fun.
So outside of racing, what about just riding tandems?
Well, we started off just riding a tandem together because it enabled us to be able to go on longer rides together. We liked it because neither one of us got left behind. We could talk while we were riding. I didn't have to worry about if we were riding in traffic where she was behind me or getting left behind. And that led to longer rides, and we started off riding a road bike together, and it seemed to sort of solve a lot of the problems that we had. And when we were first riding together, I rode single bikes a lot, and Amy was pretty new to cycling, and so there were some challenges sometimes where I really wanted to encourage her to ride with me because I spent a lot of time on the bike. So the tandem let us do that, and then over time it spread from not just the road tandem but mountain bike tandem as well, because we had some of the same obstacles in mountain biking together. I like to ride a little bit faster sometimes over rougher terrain than Amy was comfortable with, so we actually tried, after riding the road tandem for a while, a mountain bike tandem, and it answered some of the same things where she was able to ride trickier sections, we were able to ride a little further and faster, and she went from really not being interested in mountain biking at all to really embracing the mountain bike too.
So then what would you recommend to someone who's interested in getting into tandem riding?
Well, I think that when you first get on a tandem, no matter how much cycling you do, if you haven't been on one before, it is a little foreign feeling. It behaves a little bit differently than a single bike, in some ways better. Over time, I actually have really grown to love it. But the first time that you ride it, I think it's actually really helpful to ride it with somebody who, instead of borrowing somebody's tandem and the two of you riding it together for the first time, the both of you, would be to one of you ride with someone who's experienced, whether it's front or back, it doesn't matter, so that only one of you is sort of getting accustomed to it and learning how to do it at a time, so that then once each of you has a chance to individually ride with an experienced person, that makes your first ride, even if it's only 20 minutes later, much easier. So you're not, it's like learning to ride a bicycle in some ways. That way you're both not learning at the same time. I think that's pretty helpful.
Very important. Mm-hmm.
So Henry, you're always trying to promote tandeming. This is your chance. Give me your spiel.
Well, I definitely am always encouraging people to give tandem riding a shot, because for us, it's enabled us to be able to ride together as much as we want. I like to spend a lot of time on the bike. Amy's not quite so comfortable with longer rides or faster rides, and so it enables us to ride together. We started off riding the road tandem together so that Amy didn't have to worry about being left behind. I didn't have to worry about her in traffic. It also made her a lot more comfortable riding close to me, because on single bikes, sometimes for a new rider, it's hard for them to learn to conserve energy because they're not comfortable, you know, sitting on your wheel or riding close in a group. The tandem enables me to bring Amy on a faster, like a group ride, and she's comfortable sitting in because she doesn't have to worry too much about, you know, following wheels and things like that. And so for us, it's worked really well. So I usually try and encourage people, maybe it's a significant other, maybe it's a family that has a child, you know, or even a teenager that they want to get into riding. Like if you're a dad who does a lot of racing and you're away from your family a lot because you're putting in lots of miles, tandem is a great way to be able to bring along a significant other, or even a friend or a next door neighbor, or another teammate, to be able to do a different type of cycling together where you can both enjoy it at the same speed. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's some good information. Thank you very much. Let's go check out your results.
Thanks, Al.
What were your results?
New Alpenrose Organic. Nature makes our milk.